Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to the stage Nick Elliott?
So from May 2012 until May 2013, I was a leather celebrity. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this, I'll say conference, contest. There's in Chicago every year in May, there is an event that happens called International Mr. Leather. And there are about 10 to 15,000 guys that all show up in various sexy clothing or not sexy clothing and basically occupy various hotels, and for 5 days there's lots of sex and flirting and passing by and getting numbers and sex happening. And while this International Mr. Leather contest is happening as well, there is an International Mr. Bootblack contest going on as well. So I went there and competed and won and got this patch. And for those of you that don't know what bootblacking is, we provide boot care and leather service. But as far as the experience goes, it's very much like getting your boots done at the airport, but it makes your dick hard, whether or not you actually have a dick. So I went to this contest and won it. And then for the next year, I had the opportunity to go around to different places and different events and different bars and basically do boots for a whole bunch of sexy people. And it was really awesome. Met some really good people and had some very intense experiences. But there was always one guy that I would meet and see at all of these places that I went to. And we would keep flirting with each other, and, you know, a couple of times we made out, but we never quite got together. There was always this kind of frustrating, like, we would see each other at an event, and we'd make eye contact, and we'd have that knowing look like, yeah, something's gonna happen, and then it never did. So this guy was kind of my ideal guy type. So he's kind of really tall and well-built and muscly and furry, and he's ex-military, so he's kind of got that whole discipline and leadership thing going on, and I was like really into that. And he had like a really nice chiseled beard, and he had this sexy foreign accent. I won't try and mimic the foreign accent, it just won't work, so I'll use my own foreign accent instead. And so we'd always get together and we'd see each other. We'd always kiss, but then that's about as far as it went. So we'd been flirting all year. Every time, you know, I'd go to an event and his partner would be there, so his partner knew something might actually happen as well. And on occasion, his partner would need some extra time and attention, and I don't know if you're poly or anything, but, you know, sometimes you just have to accept partners need attention, and that's okay. Frustrating as hell, but that's okay. And one occasion he was sick, on another occasion I was sick, and so we'd always see each other, know something, and then just nothing would actually happen. So it comes to the end of my title year, and one of the things that I actually had to do was I got this big leather sash that I had to wear at formal events. And one of the things I actually had to do, I was obliged to do, was hand this off to somebody else on a stage while, you know, 1,000 other guys are watching us and going, yeah. And I went to Chicago. I was like, yay, next guy, handed off the sash. Here we go. Yay. And then away I go back to my seat. They announced that there's going to be this entertainment option. And I don't know if any of you have heard or watched The Voice, but on occasion they have runners-up that don't quite make it, but they get, you know, record deals anyway because they're really good. And so I was really excited to hear that they'd actually booked, gosh, and now I can't remember her name. So there you go. Anyway, so there was this really butch, bald lady that I can't remember her name. Anyway, really hard rocker. She kind of gave off this lesbian vibe, but I'm not making assumptions because you never know. And so she actually had this really good, like, hard rocking sound to her. And I was like, yeah, okay, I get to see this. I've just come down, handed my stuff off, and I'm done. Ooh, good. So I get to watch this. About one song in, and I'm out of beer. I'm like, damn it. Okay, I can do this. I can go back to the bar, get my beer, come back, and everything will be okay. Get to watch this show. So I get up to the bar, follow all these steps all the way up to the top of this, like, auditorium, get my beer, and I'm like, yeah, it's time to go. Oh, man, now I have to go pee. Damn it. Okay, I can be quick. This is okay. So this auditorium was being very PC this evening, and so normally there's, male and female restrooms, but they had unisexed everything except one bathroom. And this one bathroom was male only because, 1,000 guys and a couple of other people that were not guys. So I go into the male bathroom for no apparent reason. Who knows? Maybe it was closer to the door. I don't know. Just happened. So I go in, do my business, come back out. I'm washing my hands. And just then, the door opens and in walks this guy. So I'm just going to call him a leather daddy. Because he walked in and he's there again. He's the big muscle guy. He walks in and he's in this big blue leather cop outfit, top to toe. And I'm like, and he sees me and we make eye contact and he's like, yeah. And we're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. And I'm thinking, and we're in the bathroom. IML, and great. Nothing's gonna happen right now. Okay. So he starts walking to the restrooms, and I'm done. I'm like trying to drag out how long I can wash my hands and just kind of watch him through the mirror as he's going by. And he goes to the stall, and he turns around, and he said, and he's got this really deep voice as well. He said, I'm going to the bathroom to pee. Do you want to join me? And I think to myself, I'm like, that's not my thing, but, maybe another time. And so all that frustration just kind of comes back, and I'm like, here we are in the bathroom. He's asked me to go into the stall, but I'm really not into that thing that he's wanting me to do. So, another time. It's okay. I'll put it down. We'll do it another time. It's okay. So I start walking out, and he turns around anyway and says, well, why don't you come into the stall anyway? I have a parting gift for you. So something you should know about me is that I've had plenty of sex with plenty of people in various places, outdoors, indoors, on beds, not on beds, whatever. But I've always had this thing about sex in bathrooms. Because, it's a bathroom. You've all heard the stories of senators getting caught in airports. There's always arrests. There's always, people's faces in papers and scandals and all kinds of things like that. And it really stuck with me, not being a particular, I'm not actually an American citizen. And so in my head, I was like, shit, if I get caught in a bathroom and they arrest me and they take my green card and I can't be here and I just fuck everything up and it's just not going to happen. But he's looking at me like, I've got this parting gift for you. So I just kind of decide on the spot, well, fuck it. What am I, let's just do it. Okay, we'll just do it. So I follow him into the bathroom for my parting gift. We go into one of the side, the very edge stalls. So I know you've been in bathrooms before. I hope you've been in bathrooms before. But the side stall is that one that's right on the wall. There's only one stall next to it. And so it's like you've got this tile wall on one side. You've only got one stall next to you. I'm thinking, okay, this is a good stall to be in. There's only going to be potentially one other person that may see us or hear us or start looking over the walls or doing something, and this is good. I can deal with this. So we go in. He puts the toilet seat down, sits down, unbuttons my fly, and just starts giving me a blowjob right there. And I'm like, awesome. Sexy leather daddy that I really into all year has been waiting for this, and now I get my blowjob. Yeah, so good. So, totally hard, totally into it. He's giving me the blowjob of my life. I'm like, yeah, this is great. This is good. He's looking up at me. He's like, are you going to finish? What's going on? He's like, keeps sucking, keeps going. And I'm like looking down and I'm going, yeah, this really hot guy is giving me a blowjob and I'm having sex in a bathroom and what the fuck am I doing? Oh my God, anybody could hear us at any moment. And I'm very acutely aware of like, there's 3 other people in this bathroom. I can hear them and I know exactly where they are. And none of them are looking this way or like, you know, even interested in coming over. Hear some footsteps, but that's okay. No big deal. So he's giving me a blowjob. It's going really well. He's looking up at me, and I'm like, I'm just not going to be able to finish. I just can't. There's just this mental block. We're having sex in a bathroom. It's just not going to work. So he's like, that's okay. And of course, right at that moment, right under the stall next to us, we see this foot start going. I'm like, oh, fuck. Somebody's there. They know we're having sex. Oh, shit. What's going on? And while I'm kind of having a slight panic attack, he looks over, sees the foot, and starts smiling and goes, oh, that's my partner. Okay. So I was like, okay, well, that's okay. It's a partner. He knows. That's good. He's not, like, knocking on the walls and saying, stop. Don't do that. So he gets up and we switch positions. So he has me down on my knees and he stands up and he unzips his pants and he's, you know, a big muscly guy and he's pretty girthy. And so I start sucking him. And right at the point that I stick his dick in my mouth, we see this eye at the stall, like this, right? And I'm sucking his dick, and I'm looking over like, okay, what's going on? And he's like, it's okay, it's my partner. And his partner's saying things like, yeah, take that cock, boy. Yeah, you know you want it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, choke on it. That's it. Take that cock. So he's saying encouraging things from the bathroom stall. And I'm just, you know, trying to deal with the fact that there's this massive cock in my mouth. And of course, it's big. And for those of you that are not size queens, having a cock slam into the back of your throat a lot kind of gives you a gag reflex thing that happens. He was really into that, apparently, because as I'm gagging and I'm down on my knees like this and I'm hearing this, yeah, take it, boy, yeah, take it. And he's like fucking my face like this, doing this. As I'm gagging, I start to gag, and I'm not going to forget this moment because it was really tender and controlling at the same time. But he releases my head long enough to just be on the tip of his cock so I can breathe again. And as those gag tears are like streaming down my face like this, he reaches down there with his thumb, right? Wipes away the tear. And it was so tender, it was like this. And then he goes. So in one smooth motion, he's like saying, yeah, I care for you, but I totally own you right now. And he takes the other thumb and he does it with the other tear. It's like, and then shoves my head back onto his cup. Yeah, take it, boy. Take it, boy. You can take it. Yeah, gag on that cock. Yeah, that's it. But it's not over. So at some point, his partner decides that he's stopped going to encourage us at the door and decides to turn around and, just kind of watch for in case anybody else is coming. I'm thinking, okay, sex in a bathroom, this is good. He's looking out for us. And so we're done with this particular activity. He's wiped away his last gag tears and, enjoyed those. He pulls me up, turns me around, drops my pants down, drops his pants down, and then pushes me up against the cold tile wall. Now, all the while that this is going on, I can hear this hard rocking beat from this lesbian-looking woman going, oh my God, yeah, it's this hard rock anthem. And he takes me around the neck in this chokehold like this. And he spits on his hand, rubs it on his dick, shoves it in my ass. And then he's whispering in my ear, he's like, yeah, all year I've been wanting to do this, boy. This ass is mine. And he starts fucking me up against the tile wall. And it's cold, and there's rock music, and I'm feeling him, and he's really fucking big. And he's choking me out, but not enough to make me pass out, but enough to make me weak at the knees. And I'm, it's like, oh God, this is really fucking good. He's fucking me in the ass, and he's talking to me in that deep daddy voice, like, yeah, I'm fucking your ass now. It's fucking, and it's and at some point it stops, but I don't really know how long this has been going on at all. I don't know how many people are in the bathroom anymore. His partner's gone, so who knows who was looking out for us. I don't know who it is, but I just kind of dazedly pull up my pants, and he pulls his pants up and puts them all on and walks out, and he's all all smooth and just carefully walks out, and I go back to where I was washing my hands, and I'm like, yeah, that was great. And there's my beer still in the sink, and I'm like, sweet, nobody took my beer. This is great. And we turn and look at each other, and he's like, there you go. And I'm like, thanks, that was great. And I just kind of dazedly walk back to my seat. The rock music's still going on, by the way, so I don't know how long she was playing, but I go back to my seat, and I sit down. I'm just kind of there in a daze, like, yeah, that just fucking happened. Okay, great. And the people that I'm sitting with haven't even realized that I've gone at all, right? And it's really at that point that I'm sitting there going, okay, so for the last year, I've been flirting with this guy, and I've totally been in the spotlight, and nothing has happened. And then right as soon as I pass it off, and the spotlight shifts, I've got this parting gift, right? And it's all for me. And nobody knew about it. So, shh, don't tell anyone, okay? Thank you.